by the Trevians.
Jate just went off. Looks like he's banged up over there.
Yeah, he's keeled over the bench right now. That would be a massive loss, the 4-year starter and state champion for the Stevenson team. Here's a chance for O'Gradney. Backhand, he scores! Ethan O'Gradney gets the power play goal, gets the scoring started for the Patriots. It's 1-0.
Yeah, we'll get a replay there. That play developed in the neutral zone, and it looked like a quick bang-bang play right there at the blue line, and Nutrier just got walked around there, and that allowed a little touch pass to the slot, and he was able to go in all alone there past the defense. Nice play there by Jaegers to set up his teammate to go in behind the defense.
Great shot from our corner cam. That's Dylan Ward, who you all know well. Down on the corner cam to our left. Of course, Joel Schneider on the cam. We got Matt Freeman as well. Jimmy Olson at the controls as he always is. Joe DeGrand, our technical engineer. Of course, Wes, Jeremy, and myself, Max Anderson, here all night long for what many consider the best night of high school hockey every single year.
Very pro Stevenson crowd here. They got the fans out for this early 6 p.m. start.
Now quick turnover, stepping in front is Wojdelko. He takes the puck into the corner. He's taken down by Randall. Referee's arms stay down. Harmon was waiting for it back at the point, couldn't control. Alex Cheris giving pressure. Offsides the call from the far side linesman. 14:06 left in the first.
Yeah, good officiating crew out on the ice right now in this game. You always get the best of the best on the stripe side for these big games here at the Edge.
So exiting the ice, as I think we just saw come off, as Dylan Jate mentioned, he was banged up right at the start of that power play, right before Stevenson scored. He just came off the ice towards the locker room. That is something to watch for the rest of the night.
Well, we haven't even mentioned the fact that Coach Tom Wood is not present on the bench as well, with the going over the penalty limit in the last game against GBN. So Brother Dan is manning the ship for Stevenson in this one here.
Yeah, it was quite a chaotic game between Stevenson and GBN. Didn't get a chance to talk too much about that pregame. However, it was a total of 26 penalties between the two teams in that quarterfinal game, 13 aside. And for those of you that don't know, 12 minor penalties against the team is an automatic 1-game suspension in the following game for the head coach. So Tom Wood is, I believe, at home, probably watching this broadcast.
He's here. I have seen him in the rink. I told him we will save him a spot up here if he wanted it. But I think the language might get a little blue if he was up here next to us.
Yeah, it certainly would be a scene to watch this game with Tom Wood. I'm sure he's hoping to coach one more with this historic group of Stevenson seniors. Now David Wolf trying to play the puck side of the net. Instead back to the point, Rabinowitz. Rabinowitz drops to Douthit. Douthit chips all the way across. Cusick from the high circle, not able to get it on net. Wolf's backhanded pass misses everybody. Back to Cusick. His shot off balance. Blocked away by Smoller. Another shot that deflects to the slot, but Pareto takes it away for Stevenson.
Cusick has blown a tire a couple times early in this game. Uncharacteristic of him there.
Now settling it down, Zach Myers. We talked about the state championship run this Stevenson team had last season. 12 of those skaters from that state championship team right back for the Patriots, and they're looking to go back-to-back here in 23. Certainly have the horses to get it done.
You saw the strength of Jaegers right there, keeping that puck in the zone.
Puck bouncing around the neutral zone, eventually settled by Cheris, who throws it into the defensive zone, and settled by Stevenson's captain, Will Harlow. Now Jason takes over for the Trevians in his own zone. Gets it quickly up the ice to Alex Furton. He's checked off the puck, but holding it is Finger. Finger skating in, but has a shot blocked. And Jeremy, we've talked throughout this playoff run with Stevenson. As Schultz brings it up for the Patriots, gets around one man. Schultz's shot kicked aside by Schmidt. But Stevenson, in their run to a state championship last season, is another injury down behind the play. We get a whistle. Slow to get to his feet, a little bit tough to see the number from our angle.
Yeah, I'm trying to get, looks like number 44 there.
Schultz.
Yeah, as he took that shot, I think he caught a piece of the goaltender there, and as he kind of went down, he went awkwardly into the boards. So
it's another important offensive piece. He's got
Right.
2 goals here in the state playoffs. Part of the depth that's really carried this Stevenson team.
we've seen Stevenson do a good job of transitioning from defense to offense. They get speed generated through the neutral zone. They're able to come in on odd man rushes, and they've had some good scoring chances early in this hockey game, including that goal that went in on the breakaway on the power play for that early 1-0 lead.
Here's a shot deflected on its way in by Ettingen. Now losing his skates in the corner is Smith. Again follows the Harlow, turns it over. Here's Smith, front of the net. Cheers, a follow-up
Wow.
shot, and what a save by Smoller.
2 really good chances right out in front. Hennigan had the second one right there on the doorstep, and Smoller, he's a goaltender, Max, that's going to build off of those saves early in the hockey game and just able to gain more and more confidence as the game goes on.
So face-off draw to come to the left of Smoller here. It'll be Hennigan taking the offensive zone draw for the Trevians. Tied up. Eventually he's able to get it back to Smith. High slot. Shoots. Blocked again by Harmon. Gets it back to Jason. His shot knocked down in front by Stevenson.
Stevenson just packs that slot area, and they just can't get shots through.
And I started to give the thought right before that Schultz injury that Stevenson pretty much won a state championship blocking shots. We see that recipe here again tonight. In that state championship game, Jeremy, they blocked over 20 shots in that game, just not allowing offensive opportunities in on their net line.
Yep. I mean, everyone talks about their offense, but they just do a good job of discipline in their defensive zone, and they want to keep everything to the perimeter. They'll let you control the puck, but they'll bait you into a bad shot, and then they can quickly transition back the other way off a block.
So, Jeremy, take us through the mindset of Wyatt Schmidt, sophomore, getting the nod here in the state semifinal, get that goal allowed in the first 2 minutes. Talk us through what he's going through right now.
Yeah, I mean, obviously a goaltender wants to settle in with a couple saves early. You don't want to face a breakaway like he did early in the hockey game, but every time he's able to make a save and have that puck touch his pads, he's just going to build off that confidence, especially in the early going.
Stretch pass gets to the stick of Landon Douthit. Now turned over. Jason with a shot on net. Turned aside by Smoller. Another shot. Sticked aside by number 50 in net. Comes back to the point. Rabinowitz swings it across Cusick. Cusick near circle to Chesson. Chesson between the legs of Wu. Centering pass deflects away. Douthit was waiting for it but couldn't get it. And this goes rifling into the Stevenson bench. I think that went off the helmet of one of the Patriots. Wesley,
I'm not sure if he's got a bone to pick with one of his teammates there, but he sure fired the puck pretty hard at him.
and he hustles on the ice. I believe it's Davis Yeagers that took the puck off the head. Excuse me, Will Harlow, but he's right on the ice for his next shift.
I mean, we can see already, as they pack in that slot there, Max, it leaves the points open. And so they're trying to work the points and then maybe get a backdoor feed off the top there to try to get something open down low.
Rabinowitz hard off the boards, right to the stick of Harlow. Stretch pass looking for Caridi. That's deflected. Caridi eventually able to catch up to it and dump it deep. Kulik in on the forecheck as Schmidt played the puck behind the goal. Chesson comes away with it, throws it away to the neutral zone, and back to play at Harlow.
Oh, almost a turnover there, but good stretch pass.
Just gets it on the stick of Yurkov. Yurkov pulls wide, centering pass. Schmidt with the stick. Kicks it to the corner, and again all the way out. Entigen let that go by him, but no icing. A little bit more wide open than I expected coming into this game, Jeremy.
Yep.
Caridi tries to drag between the legs of Cusick. Expected this to be a little bit more of a drag out between these two teams, but they are opening it up early. And I don't know about you, Jeremy, I think that favors New Trier.
You would think, but with the offense of Stevenson and the way that they transition from defense to offense, and the reason why that happens is they pack in so low, so it brings those point men down low for New Trier as well. So that if they can get an odd man rush back the other way, it leaves that neutral zone open because the forwards are down low, trying to get rebounds. So all it is just going to be forwards for Stevenson going back the other way against the two defenders of New Trier back trying to hold them off.
Now a shot again blocked, winding up for a shot is Aiden Nolan. He scores! New Trier gets the game tire with 8:39 left in the first. It's 1-1.
Well, it's a system that's kind of a boom or bust, right? If you have everyone below the top of the circles, you're counting on them to block shots. When they don't, you're going to end up screening your goaltender because you got 5 guys in front of them plus the offense of the other team. And we can see here, everyone is down low. You get traffic in front of the net, and I don't think Smoller saw that as well. There you go. Great angle there. And he's not even at the center of the net there, and it goes in on his blocker, on his glove side over on his right side there, or left side, excuse me.
So back to all even with 8.5 left here in the first period. Aiden Nolan's credited with the goal. Here's a shot from the point. Myers gets deflected up into the netting, and we'll get an offensive zone draw coming for Stevenson.
Nice job getting a stick there. That was a wide open look from the point for Myers. Myers did a good job of pulling that puck off the wall to change the shooting angle. He was able to get it almost all the way through, but one of the Green players able to get a stick on it late.
Now coming up the ice is Cheris. Tries to drop to Cusick. Initially intercepted. A shot from Hennigan, kicked aside by Smoller. Here's Harmon. He takes a check. Shot from Cheris easily into the glove of Smoller.
Yeah, Smoller's going to hold on to everything that he can get his hands on there. Stevenson very good on draws. And, yep, we're seeing it right now, Max. They are matching up with New Trier having that last change. They're putting that Finger, Furton, McAdams line out there against the Jaegers line and matching them up that way.
Cusick takes it in the neutral zone. Chips it across to Furton. Furton outside the near circle, tries to put it to the front of the net. Quickly erased by Harlow. Able to get back to the point in Cusick. Cusick's shot gets all the way through, but wide of the net.
It was almost a block by Jaegers, and if he would have got that, he'd have been off to the races.
Jaegers, a quick chip pass up to Wojdelko, a huge body check. Wojdelko gets upended. Jaegers has to collect here in the neutral zone.
I've seen that called a trip before, Max, as he kind of went down low on the Stevenson player there. No call by the officials. Almost got a bridge on it. See if we can see it right here as he kind of goes down low, takes out the legs there right at the blue line.
Good hip check there.
It's about as big a hit you'll see in a hockey game here at the high school level.
7:11 left here in the first period. A 1-1 game. Long night of hockey ahead of us.
I don't think either team came in thinking one goal was going to do the trick. So I expect to see a few more tallies here in this hockey game.
Smith tries a backhanded pass to the front of the net, taken away by Brown for Stevenson. Quickly in transition. Now Caridi at the blue line just has that puck knocked off his stick. That's going to end up being offsides in the commotion.
Now it's a held puck.
Oh, excuse me, held puck. Good eye, Jeremy. Thank you.
The Green defender grabbed it up in the air, and he tried to shake free of that forechecker there, and he held on to it for just a second too long, so that's a face-off deep in the New Trier zone. I mean, it's very impressive how Stevenson just transitions through the neutral zone so quick. You see him, and that pass almost got through. That would have been another breakaway for the Patriots.
You saw that play developing from their own zone over the course of a few seconds, and it was just inches away from a breakaway for Caridi. Here's Brown, who smartly just turns around, resets things in the neutral zone. Caridi takes over. He'll skate wide. He's got his hands poked at. Able to dump it deep, give Brown and Yurkov a chance on the forecheck. Caridi able to slow it down, but again, opts to take it back into the neutral zone, reset for Stevenson.
I like the patience there by the Patriots bringing it back, but that can come back to bite you sometimes if you make an errant pass back into the neutral zone when you have possession in the offensive area.
Got to make sure you know exactly where you're going in that case. Now a battle in the corner, comes up the near half wall, trying to force it out as New Trier. Eventually they're able to. Here's Butler Chesson. Chesson skates to the high slot, shoots! Left pad save by Smoller. Douthit coming in for the rebound, but couldn't get a shot off.
That is a hard save for a goaltender, where the shooter goes one direction, shoots back against the grain. Nice save there by Smoller.
Douthit again here at the near blue line as the puck poked off his stick. Following it up is Wolf. He chips it into the defensive zone. Harlow settles it for the Patriots. Lermer uses a deflection to get it all the way down ice. Rabinowitz will settle down and lead up a rush for the Trevians, but Schultz giving good chase, not allowing an easy breakout for the Trevians, and again turned over. Seen quite a bit of that here from Stevenson. They do not want easy breakouts for this Trevian team. They want to make things hard in their own zone.
Yep. They are very stationary on the points.
Here's Harlow coming up the ice, goes around the net, was looking for Schultz in the slot, but it was Miller that took it away from him. Now Delco forces a turnover, skates in the high slot. His shot blocked by Cusick.
He had two players, including Harlow, up in front of the defense. If he could have got that through, they'd have been right on top of Schmidt.
Check behind the goal. Comes out to Rabinowitz. Here's Cusick. Back to Rabinowitz. Immediately gets pressure in his face from Schultz. So he's got to drop it down below the goal line.
They're extending that coverage. They're not as low as they were early on after that screen shot goal.
Again, Finger putting pressure below the goal, trying to get it to the front of the net. Had Furton in the slot, but couldn't get it to him. Finger, Furton, Wojdelko. 4 or 5 bodies in the corner trying to dig it out. Eventually it's Davis Yeagers that takes over for the Patriots. He's trying to force it out. Eventually chipped out to Jason.
I love this line matchup here, that Furton line against the Yeagers line.
Big rebound given up there by Smoller right into the slot. No harm done for the Patriots. This one chipped out over the glass off the hand of Jason. Caridi giving it chase, but it'll be Randall that comes over to support for the Trevians. Trier trying to move quickly, take advantage of a slow Stevenson change, not able to quickly enough. Randall late to the play, but couldn't get a shot in on net. Circling shot from Furton, blocked in front.
Got to tell you, this is going exactly how Adam Cheris wanted it. They're neutralizing the Yeagers line, and they're actually getting them better scoring chances.
Yeah, they're forcing Davis Yeagers to defend, I think, more than he would like to. They'd like to see his line get out there and be able to play a little bit more New Trier zone. That hasn't been the case so far. Finally, with 3 minutes left to go in the first period, puck comes all the way back in the New Trier zone, but that was the best sustained pressure we've seen all night long from the Trevians. Smith fires.
I mean, in my opinion, that's the difference between New Trier and other teams, is the fact that they've got that fourth line that can match up against the number 1 line and put on puck pressure. A lot of teams only can roll 3 lines.
Myers chips this well off the near side boards. Rabinowitz tried to play it, so no icing. Rabinowitz pestered the entire way by Sean Yurkov, still riding him as he tries to give it up. Eventually comes a Cheris, who tried to drag move around Myers, but stopping that in its tracks was Yurkov.
It's a nice little rush there by Rabinowitz.
Harmon. This one swings all the way back, jumps over the stick of Randall, and Schmidt's got to steer it aside. So since that first goal, Stevenson really hasn't had many scoring chances, maybe only 2 or 3 shots on net since that initial goal. Through this part of the first period, New Trier leading 10-6 in shots on goal, and certainly has the better in terms of quality shots.
Yeah, a lot of sustained pressure there when the Stevenson opportunities are kind of a one-and-done type of situation.
Now winning the puck is Kitchell Snow, but he couldn't control it into the slot. Here's Alan Wu back the other way. Wu with speed around the wing, gets around one man, centers pass, trying to force it home, still bouncing around off the back of the net. And eventually Kick to the corner. O'Gradney, sharp angle, he shoots.
Ooh.
Just getting enough of that one was Wyatt Schmidt, and the groan there from Jeremy Ellis tells you all you need to know about that save.
Yeah, you could see that little sliver of space there on the blocker side. He wasn't hugging the post, and that almost squeaked by. Wu had a great goal in the game against GBN, so he's kind of a pest when he's out there. He creates opportunities, hard forechecker, really gets after it in the corners there, so he's kind of a nightmare to play defense against.
Final 75 seconds here, the first period. Game 1 of the Red Varsity AHAI State semifinals, live from the Edge in Bensonville. Douthit patient with the puck, trying to find an outlet, but eventually time runs out. Shot quickly in on Smoller, and Wu has to kick it well out of danger. Trying to play it off the boards, but kept in by Jason. Another shot well wide of the net. Chesson far half wall, centering. Not able to get to his intended target. And Caridi able to escort it out of the zone. Offside just barely as landed. Douthit couldn't clear before Kitchell Snow entered with 39 to go in the first.
Yeah, he was gassed there and wasn't able to get back. That was kind of the first time we didn't see that line matchup. Jaegers and Coach Wood trying to get him out there maybe with some different combinations to try to free him up away from that Furton line.
Stretch pass to Brown. Can't control it at the blue line. Goes off the padded part. Maybe the referee thought it hit one of the players on the New Trier bench. That's a break for Stevenson with 23 seconds left here in the first period.
Wow, that is a big break because they're going to keep it. Savino, the injured New Trier player, is actually right there. I'm not sure if he's saying that it hit him, but it's going to be a face-off down low, and that's always dangerous.
O'Gradney in the corner, gets it back to the point. Swings it, Harlow just keeps it in the zone. Now near circle, Jaegers whiffs on a shot. You don't see that very often. He had some space. Final 10 of the period, New Trier trying one last rush to end the first. Shot blocked. How many times am I going to say that tonight off a stick of a New Trier Trevian? Already the block shots adding up for Stevenson. So that's the buzzer for the end of the first. After one, it's 1-1 in a game. Back and forth, New Trier maybe a couple better scoring opportunities, but both teams settling into the game. Yeah,
they're settling in, but we're still seeing some, I think, kind of some nervous energy by both teams. I mean, we saw Jaegers right there miss a one-timer. That shot that he would have had right there on the back door, that definitely could have been a goal. I've seen him rip that puck many a times. Cusick has gone down a couple times trying to play defense there, so it's been a tight one.
We're going to take a quick timeout, come back with second period action just a minute right here on your home for AHAI Hockey YouTube Live. Back with second period action here from the edge in Bensonville. 1-1 game after one period. It was an early goal on a breakaway from Stevenson. In the middle part of the second period, Aiden Nolan got the scoring started for the Trevians. That's how we're at 1-1 here. Just starting the second period, Jeremy. We talked about it right before the break. New Trier getting the better chances, but Stevenson right there with it. This game wide open at the moment.
Yeah, definitely wide open. We got some news that Jete possibly a broken collarbone, so not sure on that one. Might be back.
Harlow able to get the puck and steered to the corner. Here's Cusick. That puck looked like it went off somebody in the Stevenson bench. No whistle.
Thought it did.
So we'll play on. McAdams able to stop, drops to Finger. His shot, Furton, his shot blocked out in front. Now, awkward slice. I'm not sure what's going on here, Jeremy. We have seen more awkward skate moves. We've seen an injury, a couple of injuries possibly because of it, some awkward falls.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's almost like nerves a little bit. That's going to be a penalty.
That's absolutely a penalty. It's going to benefit the Patriots as they're going to head to the power play again here early in the second period.
Yeah, nothing that you can really argue there from the New Trier side. Just kind of squeezed him, impeded his progress. Let's see if they call a trip or an interference there. I'm going to call a trip. So we've already seen what the Stevenson power play can do. They're 1-for-1 in the hockey game. It's definitely not what New Trier wants to do to get success in this one, is put Stevenson on the power play. They are very efficient with the man advantage.
Face off. Crucial 1-1 by Chesson. Randall trying to quickly clear. He can't get it all the way out. Comes to Harlow at the near point, trying to go across. Chesson gets a piece of it. Now he's looking to go shorthanded. Here's Chesson on a breakaway. Coming up the slot. He shoots. Oh, big save by Smoller. It's going to be a penalty against Stevenson. The slash. So that's going to negate the last 1:43 of the power play. And we've seen Butler Chesson do that so many times shorthanded. They are not ultimate defensive when it comes to shorthand. They like to take their opportunities. Chesson took one right there.
Yeah, I mean, it was a quick break right there at the blue line and a nice pass up ahead there. I think that was Douthit that pushed it up to him. You're looking for a penalty shot here, and the only reason why it's not going to be one is Chesson still got off a shot. So typically when you have that penalty shot, one of the criteria is that he doesn't get a shot off and eliminates a scoring opportunity from behind. The slash was from behind, but he was still able to get a shot off, so didn't eliminate a total scoring chance, and that's why they're not going to award a penalty shot in this situation.
Looks like they are having that discussion, though, Jeremy, and Adam Cheris wants an explanation down on the New Trier bench.
Yeah, I mean, that's just good officiating, too, taking the time out. Big game like this, you want to come over and talk to him real quick. So I mean, right now, a 4-on-4 situation. This is where you look at the speed of Chesson and Douthit really could play a role here going up against Yeagers and company for Stevenson.
So Zach Myers, like you mentioned, one of the really important defensive players for the Stevenson side. He's going to be missed for this 4-on-4, and then a short power play for New Trier. Edingen carries it up here for the Patriots. Yeager's almost offsides. That shot would have been to the back of the net if Schmidt didn't stick his blocker up and kick it into the netting.
That was a crazy little sequence there. As Yeagers was up ahead of the play looking for a pass. He didn't get it, so he had to walk the blue line there and just really stretch out to stay onside.
A good look at the Stevenson student section. Quite a few students battled through the afternoon traffic to make it for 6 p.m. puck drop.
It's never easy here in Chicago.
Shenton's rink-wide pass settles on Jason and a collision with the far side linesman. Everybody looks no worse for the wear. Here's Edingen. He settles, and Harlow will lead the rush for the Patriots. Harlow with speed, skates wide, behind the net, wrap around, he scores! Will Harlow tucks it inside the pad of Schmidt. It's 2-1 Stevenson.
Well, Max, I don't think Schmidt had any idea that he would attempt a wraparound there. He was very slow going pipe to pipe. I think he was just going to try to, he was anticipating him just kind of cruising behind the net, as you can kind of see there. Not really an aggressive pad slide there that you would see when you think someone's going to wrap it around. And I think that went off the pad of Schmidt and into the back of the net. So tough break there for Wyatt, but great job there by Harlow.
Yeah, you mentioned, I think he nailed it there. It looked like he was kind of slow playing it, and right as he got out of Schmidt's vision, he kicked it up just an extra gear. That little reach, it was a perfect little curl of the wrist. He's able to sneak it in that near post, and Stevenson takes 2-1 lead. Still 4-on-4 here for another 37 seconds. After that, it'll be a short power play for New Trier, but Stevenson getting the better of the specials here early.
Yep. I've seen Harlow up close and personal a couple times coaching against him, but I was really impressed with his effort in the GBN game the other day. Not only defensively, but he's a two-way player, and then I was really curious to see that he's only had 8 penalty minutes during the SHL season, so he does it hard and clean.
Wraps around the boards. Randall below the goal line trying to play it up the far wall. Unable to. Here's Tyler Baker. Final 15 of 4-on-4. Schultz able to take it away in the neutral zone. Here's Wu going around. One defender tries a second. Randall there to slow that momentum.
Wu was the first one to the puck, too.
He is quick, hard-nosed player. You can always see him on the ice. Skates with that really low stride, almost like a speed skater. He's one of the faster players on the ice. Couple of seconds left of the power play for New Trier. And we're back to all square. Harmon steps in the way of that. Heads into the offensive zone. He takes a big check. Stevenson side wants a penalty. They're not going to get one.
Yeah, I don't think that was a call there. It looked like a good hit from the side.
One of the perks of Jeremy Ellis on the broadcast. He coaches and he's a referee. So he is our referee expert on the broadcast. Of course, Wes Anderson's our goaltending expert on the broadcast. As this puck goes all the way down, Smoller's got to play it, so no icing. Quick deflection from Kulik, sends it deep, which Delco throws a check to Randall. Jaeger's there to recover.
That's a great hit.
Kulik has space right in front of the net. The shot from Jaegers went wide. Now pinned in the corner. Bunch of bodies fighting it out. Eventually it comes free to David Wolf. Wolf gets it quickly up to Smith. Here's Smith trying to go between the legs of one, and Mendelson holds him up just long enough. Rabinowitz fresh on the ice. His shot blocked. Trying to go in transition is Kulik, but he turns the puck over. See the speed of Will Cusick eliminating space quickly. Now it's Cusick 2-on-1. Across tries to hit it in midair. Did Aiden Nolan, wasn't able to. Cusick in the slot. He shoots. Big block shot from Ethan O'Gradney, and we get a whistle.
That was off the side of his foot. Cusick even hesitated there to try to open up a shooting lane. And watch his shot block. He's able to get the foot out in front of it. Just a great defensive play there and putting it up in the net.
So right face-off draw here to Smollers. Face-off tied up. Eventually free to Wolf. Pareto gives way, lets his defenseman walk out of the defensive zone, but Nolan forces a turnover. Miller gets tripped up. New Trier wants that tripping call. They don't get one. Puck off the back of the net. Falls to Wolf. Wolf back to Shenton. Shenton shot. Deflects wide. Here's another sharp angle shot. Turned aside by Smoller. Juicy rebound backdoor. Another chance for Nolan. Can't get a shot to go. Another shot. They score! David Wolf in the slot picks up the loose trash. He throws it in the back of the net. It's 2-2.
Great net presence there by Wolf, but that play starts with Shenton up at the point, able to keep that puck in, send it over to the far corner, and Wolf just set up shop right there in between the rings and was able to put it home on that rebound.
See Wolf just patient. The puck fell to him with a little bit of space. Almost went down to a knee, got really low there on the stick shaft. Get a good look at here from our corner cam.
Yeah, that was not an easy puck to pick up. It was bouncing there. It got deflected onto the stick of Wolf, and he got a good wood on it there and was able to put it past Moeller. But again, good play there by Shenton at the point.
Back to all square, 2-2. Second period. Just under 12 minutes left in the second. Here's Douthit looking to take the lead for the Trevians. He goes to his backhand pass. Awkward save there by Smoller. Almost kicked it in the back of his own net. Douthit battles in the corners, got two Patriots pinning him up against the glass. Up close and personal with that corner cam. Able to get it out right to the stick of Tristan Caridi, but he turns it over. Back check of Butler Chesson keeps the rush going for the Trevians. Cross ice pass, it's deflected. Kitchell Snow had some space between the circles. Instead, Brown clears it for the Patriots.
Trevians with a little pep in their step after that goal. They really came out energized on that ensuing face-off. Had some good scoring chances following that up.
Stretch, rink wide pass. Coming up the slot, Yurkov. Here's a shot kicked aside by Schmidt. Nobody on the back door for Stevenson to take advantage of that rebound. Back the other way come the Trevians, trying to go around one man. It was Ian Finger, not able to. Down out of midair. Finger does a nice job, gets it across. 3-on-1, a huge back check coming in late to save the day was Wojdelko.
That was Furton. Furton's got to get that puck off his stick quickly.
Here's McAdams, his finger coming up the slot, his angle cut off. Now coming to support Furton, but he throws it away, and Yeagers takes it the other way. Will Cusick, great stick work to slow down Yeagers. McAdams' shot misses well wide of the net. You can tell the attention that Davis Yeagers gets every single time he touches the puck. He is capable of taking over a game very, very quickly. The Trevians well know that. Centering pass, but to a host of Patriots, chipped out and cleared.
He's a big boy. You're not going to miss him out there. Look at this guy.
Brandon Schultz with speed, trying to make something happen. Looked like he got pulled down to the ice. Oh, the refs keep their arms down. Chance out in front. A shot from Schultz. He takes a huge hit, and off the post.
Off the post.
A couple of huge hits. It looked like an obvious one to the head of Schultz. No call. Back the other way, the Trevians 3-on-2. Rabinowitz centering pass. Now Yeagers finally, and in disgust, you see Yeagers whack the puck off the glass. They are furious that they didn't get a hit to the head call there.
Yeah, he's looking for a call. They blew the whistle down because Schultz was still down behind the play, so they're waiting for a change of possession. We'll see if we can get a replay of that hit there.
And I'm going to let you put your referee's hat on here, Jeremy. Not there.
Well, it wasn't for the head. It looks like he got his skates taken out from him from behind.
We'll take
Not
another
sure
look
if that
at
was Hennigan or Wolf. One of the big guys I think it was Hennigan trying to sweep for the puck.
Here's Randall. Blocked out in front. Puck squirts just outside the near post. Bounced about 3-4 different ways. Eventually wouldn't go. Comes back out to the neutral zone, and Baker.
Cheris was right there. He just couldn't track the puck and find it.
Kulik absorbs a check. I think the Stevenson bench is looking for any call possible at this point. They're getting frustrated. I don't think there's anything wrong with that specific hit there, Jim.
Yeah, I think that was one where he just kind of stepped up to him, and they were looking for maybe a high hit or something there, but that's just kind of an awkward hit there. As he kind of comes over, and he was trying to make a move around the defenseman. Both players going directly at one another there. High stick was a call, so it's going to go all the way back into the green zone.
These officials trying to settle things down just a little bit. It's gotten a little chaotic here in the last 2 minutes or so.
Well, you got John Surza, who is a Illinois Hockey Hall of Famer, down there on the goal line. You got Fisher up top. He's talking there to Wood. Worked many a game with him, and Fisher's he's a ref that'll let the boys play a little bit. So he's not going to get in the way of things. He's going to call what's necessary.
Big wind-up shot. Hits the shin boards. Yurkov's shot blocked in front. Yurkov able to win it back. Gets it back to the point. Harmon bluffs a shot. Now shoots. Gets all the way through. Schmidt has to take a butterfly save to keep it out. Patriots able to keep the rush going. Yurkov still battling. What a shift here from Sean Yurkov. Doesn't lead to a goal, but active was 13 that entire way in the offensive zone.
This is one of the few times we haven't seen that Finger and Furton line out there against the Yeagers.
Here's Yeagers around two men. Eventually couldn't get past the third. Miller back the other way for the Trevians. He skates wide, absorbs a check, looking for a centering pass, tries a backhanded shot, just checked off the puck. A huge collision between Myers and Wolf, and the hitting continues to be physical here.
Yeah, but when you have teams kind of shaky and touch and go, you just open up the physicality, and that's what's happening.
Now behind the play, Miller having some issues. A shot, big save from Smoller. Whacked out of midair by Nolan, but not on net. Now Kitchell Snow putting the pressure on for the Trevians, but Brown able to settle it for the Patriots.
Miller looks like he's in a bit of pain over there, holding kind of maybe around the neck or the shoulder.
Yeah, he definitely came up the ice a little bit slower. He's still out there for now, as this puck's going to go all the way down for icing. And an offensive zone draw coming for the Trevians.
Yeah, looks like he's checking his neck over there on the bench. Seems to be okay at the moment, though.
Saw this chance right in the slot, and at the last second, it was Tristan Caridi on that back check. That slowed things down. We've seen 2 or 3 times now a last-second back check from a Stevenson Patriot prevent a really high-scoring opportunity for the Trevians.
Yeah, New Trier's really got to get that puck off their stick. They've had pucks in the slot, and they're just trying to make that one extra move or that one little hesitation. You just got to rip pucks, and then you can go track your rebound if the goalie makes a save. Oh, what a move there and tight.
Brown creating space for himself. Now out in transition if they hurry 3-on-2, but Kitchell Snow quickly back for New Trier. Brown trying to dig it out of the corner. Shenton able to play it out nicely up to Chesson. Butler Chesson, one of the fastest players in the state, gallops into the offensive zone, goes around one man, tries to get it across to Shenton. Able to get it right back. Instead, it'll be Harlow. Across to Brown, leaves it. Here's a shot just over the crossbar. Takes a fortunate Patriot bounce back to the slot, but Wojdelko couldn't control it. Now Douthit with some space up the right wing. Centering pass, taken away by Schultz. That puck deflects off ahead and into the seating area, and that face-off draw going to come out of the Stevenson zone.
It's actually a break there, I think, for Green, because he had 2 forwards down low. That could have been a quick odd man rush for Stevenson as they were trying to set up the play from down in deep.
Myers gets it across. He's going to chip it out of the zone. Takes an awkward bounce, so Lermer's not able to control it. Here's Hannigan with some space as Chair's coming with him. Smoller sticks that aside. Patiently evaluating options. That puck chips off the glass and out.
Good touch there to avoid an icing.
Baker off the boards, but Ettingen there to slow it for the Patriots. He's going to carry it into the zone. Chipped in on Schmidt. He bobbles that puck for just a moment. And he'll drop his glove and some extracurriculars as a couple of guys I think are probably going to get some coincidentals here. Looks like that's the signal I'm seeing, Jeremy.
Yeah, it looks like it. I mean, Baker just really had no need to go after the Stevenson player there. Looks like that was Lermer in tight on the goalie. So, I mean, those are the kind of plays that'll add up on you. Just ask, Coach Tom Wood, and that's what happened. You get a bunch of coincidentals, things like that. Sure, neither one of these coaches would like to be sitting in the stands at the United Center if their team got 12 penalties here in this one.
We will stay 5-on-5 in high school hockey. Coincidentals keep us 5-on-5, unlike pretty much every other level of hockey above high school, if I'm not mistaken, Jeremy.
Yeah, USA Hockey keeps it 5-on-5. I know you're used to and really like those DePaul games where you get that 4-on-4 wide open action there.
Here's Cusick chipping it back into the neutral zone, but I generally am a fan for anything that leads to more action and more excitement. Here's a centering pass. Smoller has to flip the puck behind him.
Saw the speed of Smith there really causing some trouble.
Hannigan shoots, he scores! Smoller was not expecting a shot, and I think it just hit him before he even realized the shot was off, trickled through. It's 3-2 New Trier.
Yeah, and that all starts with the hard forecheck of Smith. He was able to take down the defender in the corner, cause a turnover, and Hennigan just got it at the top of the circle and just ripped one right there on Smoller and was able to trickle over the line.
Came off the half wall and just, you're going to get a great look of it here from the corner cam. Smoller just missed it. I mean, he got a little piece of it, trickles through his equipment, but I think that is certainly a goal he will tell you he needs to come, or a save, I should say, he needs to come up with.
Yeah, definitely there. I mean, I just don't know if he didn't think he was shooting. You got to understand that that's a guy walking off the wall on his forehand. He's going to try to wire the puck there. Even if he makes the save, though, Cheris is right there on the back door.
Here's Schultz with speed. Coming in on Schmidt as the puck steered off his stick by Rabinowitz. But you've mentioned Hennigan several times tonight. He's having himself a good game and gets on the score sheet. Jaeger's battling for it. Gets the puck shot in on Schmidt. Saved by 31 in white.
That was great tandem work there by Cusick and Schmidt because Cusick was man up with Jaegers. You can see here trying to muscle him, and that allowed Schmidt to just slide over and cut off the angle. Nothing to shoot at there for Jaegers. Good muscle play there by Cusick, pushing him out wide.
5:05 left here in the second period. We've had a little bit of everything so far. We've had power plays, we've had injuries, we've had lots of bodies flying over the ice looking for penalties.
First lead of the game for New Trier in this one.
It was Stevenson that got the scoring started early, just a minute and a half into the game. Here's Attingen. Rink wide. It's Caridi. That was tripped up as he tried to carry it out of the zone. McAdams picks it up for the Trevians. Gets it back to Cusick. Cusick shot wide of the net. Furton collects in the corner. Finger behind the goal. Tries a quick pass in front. Knocked away by Jaeger. Still bouncing
right
around
there.
side of the net. Eventually Jaegers, takes a hip check, and that's going to be a tripping call against New Trier. Extra attacker on the ice. Offsides the call as Caridi was a little early into the zone.
Yeah, that was a good offsides call there, and I gotta say, I think the Stevenson player sold that one just a bit by going off his feet and trying to make a little jump cut there.
So you talked about it earlier, Jeremy. Penalties quickly starting to pile up here. 4:24 left in the second period. A huge opportunity for Stevenson here in the latter parts of the second period to get even.
Yeah, I mean, you're worried about the number of penalties, but you're worried more about the Stevenson power play because they have been efficient, they have been aggressive, and they have put the puck in the net the last two games quite frequently when they've had the man advantage.
That's a break there for Stevenson.
Yep, all the way back.
I think it was Shane Randall had plenty of room in his defensive zone to make sure that puck didn't go out of play. And if you are wondering, in high school hockey, there is no delay of game for a direct out of play from the defensive zone, so no power play coming.
That puck got thrown back out on the ice. They're going to try to sneak out. No. Thought they were going to try to get Cusick on that last line change there. I don't think they were happy with what Randall did.
Puck comes back to the point, across to Myers, top of the circle, stops, shoots just wide of the net. Harlow keeps it in. Caridi, a nice move around Randall. Caridi trying to go around one more time in Shenton, but couldn't get it by. Minute 30 left to go on the power play.
Shenton's been really solid here in this hockey game. Playing a different role, stepping up into that top four pairing.
This one chipped all the way down. Randall to get it for the Trevians.
Sure looking for an icing call there.
Jaegers gets it along the far half wall, back to the point in Harlow. A little give and go, across, just a little bit too hot for Caridi to handle. That's cleared, and Myers is going to have to retreat with 1 minute to go on the power play.
Good job by New Trier, forcing them to make those cross-ice passes. That's exactly what you want them to do. If you can get sticks in lanes, you're going to get some deflections and get it out of the zone.
Here's Jaegers carrying it in for the Patriots. He skates wide. He's got two Trevians right on him. Wrap attempt. Shot from Caridi, blocked in front. Still loose in the slot. But Kitchell Snow corrals it, whips it off the boards with 40 to go on the power play.
Yeah, they've done a good job. Watch Jaegers here. He just hovers right at the blue line on this breakout, and they try to feed it up to him. They were able to hit him the last time.
Good pass off the boards. Centering pass, good active stick from Schmidt. And one more time, it's cleared. 15 to go on the power play for Stevenson. Here's Jaegers. Davis Jaegers, top of the circle, shoots. And butterfly save from Schmidt with 9 to go on the power play.
That was still such a rip there, Max, and it almost squeezed through the 5-hole. Just watch how he gets his shot off. Schmidt had to be really tight on the pads there to make that save. New Trier almost got caught in a bad change there. Shenton was out there almost that entire penalty kill, and he made that long change, and they couldn't get the defender back out there nearly in time.
9 seconds left on the man advantage here for Stevenson. New Trier with a very good penalty kill here after yielding one last time. There's Brown, pass back to the point, but Wu can't keep it in, so waning seconds of the power play, back to full strength now are the Trevians. Cusick kicks it to his stick. He's going to try to initiate offense, shoots! Smoller, a smooth glove save with 2:18 left in the second.
Yeah, Douthit was cruising in looking for some loose change on the back door. Smoller's been up to the task, 3-2, and he's made some big saves, especially early in that first period when New Trier had a couple ones right there on the doorstep, made 2 big saves down here at the other end of the ice.
Like we talked about before, though, I'm sure if you asked him about that third goal, that is one he would certainly want back. Here's Jason trying to play it up the wall, kept in for a moment. His finger tried to play it out, eventually forced out into the neutral zone. No one there for Stevenson. As Alex Cheris dumps it deep for the Trevians. Out in front, Hennigan shoots, deflects to the opposite side. Pareto settling it, knocked down as Cheris trying to play it. Puck bouncing all around the Stevenson defensive zone.
It would have been a hand pass, but the Stevenson player touched it first.
Harmon off the boards but not out as Jason's going to keep it in at the blue line. His shot knocked down by Yurkov. And Pareto able to get it out off the boards. So a fervous start to the second period. It's really settled in here over the last couple of minutes. A little bit more deliberate in the latter part of this second period. Certainly you can see the ice starting to chop up pretty good out there as well.
We'll get a fresh sheet here soon.
I don't know about you, Jeremy. I'm a fan of when we get to this point in the playoffs, cutting the ice between both of the periods with the high level of hockey being played by
yeah,
these
you
athletes.
could do that. I just don't think they've got the time element.
59 seconds left here in the period.
Yeah, that's kind of an ill-advised icing there by Stevenson. They were playing ping pong along the near side wall as both teams are trying to hit some stretch passes, and then Stevenson with a bad icing there, so they're going to get a face-off down low, and they're going to match up lines again. So Furtenline out there against Jagers and company.
Face off, comes to the corner, away with it comes Jagers. Jagers with speed, look at the collision between Cusick and Jagers. Talk about best on best. Centering pass, Schmidt deflects it. Or Caridi was waiting on the doorstep, but anytime we get a chance like that, Jeremy, to see Will Cusick and Davis Jagers, it's as good as it gets.
Yeah, that is some beef going head-to-head there.
Cusick wants it back at the point, he gets it, not a lot of room, but goes around Jagers. He shoots, blocked by Myers. Now 27 to go. Jagers and Myers come up the ice. That looked like almost offsides. Jagers takes a pretty good hit as he carried the puck in the zone. And again, spun out back into the neutral zone. Caridi trying to stick it forward, but has the puck taken off his stick. Final couple seconds here, the second period. One last chance. Can Caridi catch up to it at the buzzer? He did get a shot off, but turned aside by Schmidt.
Wow, that was tricky. I thought Schmidt was going to come out to play that puck, Max, and he just sat there in the crease. I think that was Cusick really had to get on his horse there and dive for the puck. He may have gotten a piece of it.
Getting one more good look at here from the goal cam. Oh, Schmidt had to make a save there. And I think that would have counted if it went. But after two, it's a 3-2 New Trier lead. We're going to step aside, catch our breath, come back with third period action in just a couple of minutes. Right here on your home for AHAI Hockey YouTube Live. Welcome back live. Third period action coming up in just a couple of moments. Live from the edge in Bensonville, the AHAI Red Varsity semifinal, Stevenson New Trier. It's a 3-2 lead for New Trier after 2. Stevenson looking to get that third goal tied up, try to go ahead. For more on how they'll look to do that in the third, we'll send it down to ice level where Wes Anderson standing by with Stevenson interim head coach Dan Wood.
Thanks, Max. Coach, the leading defenseman Will Harlow gets your second goal of the game. Just talk about what he means to the team.
Will is probably the greatest leader that we've ever had in Stevenson history. You know, he's got guys that rally around him all year long. Whenever we needed a big play, he's always been the one to do it, either with his feet or with his passing. He's doing everything. He's one of the best leaders that we've ever had, and he's always stepped up in big games.
You guys are down 1 with 17 minutes left. What do you guys need to do to get that equalizer here in the third?
I mean, they're just so deadly in transition, but that's something that we can kind of counterattack on. So hopefully we can counterattack on the rush. You know, worst case scenario, you get the pucks in deep, try to cause turnovers, get traffic in front of the net, and score a dirty goal.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you.
Guys, back up to you.
Thank you, Wes. And I think it's really important. We touched on it early in the broadcast, but that core senior group for Stevenson, comprised of obviously Will Harlow, Davis Yeagers, Dylan Jate, that have been 4-year varsity starters, won a state championship last year. They're looking to go back-to-back. What a historic group for the Stevenson Patriots hockey program. They're looking to make it one more game.
Yeah, they are. And Coach Dan Wood, that's high praise. Best leader that they've ever had in Harlow, and they've had some great ones over at Stevenson in years past. But, you know, it's interesting. He talks about trying to get the transition game and stop New Trier's transition game. I really think that's the strength of the Stevenson team, and if they can counterattack on any type of rush or an odd man rush and get just the defenseman and get another forward or a defenseman like Harlow into the play. I mean, we saw where Harlow scored. He took the puck all the way behind the net, was able to get a wraparound goal. They're going to look to jump those guys into the play and create, 3-on-2s, even 4-on-2s to try to get back in this game. So New Trier's got to be sharp. They're going to probably settle back a little bit. I don't think they're going to try to stop scoring per se, but they're going to maybe try to stranglehold things, especially in the neutral zone as this time goes on here in the third.
As I take a look at shots on goal, 21-15 in favor of New Trier. But if I had to venture to guess, if they've got 21 shots on goal, I bet Stevenson has somewhere in the neighborhood of 10 to 15 blocked shots. It's something they do very well defensively. It's something they're known for. Yeah,
at the very least. And, in that, first period, we saw them really sinking down in front of their net, and they were able to get that screen goal on the shot from the point, and now they've extended the pressure, and they're still able to block shots, but able to get out on the point just a little bit quicker.
Third period hockey. Someone looking to punch their ticket to the United Center and the state championship game coming up on March 19th. The winner of this game will take on the winner of our nightcap in Loyola and York.
Was able to kind of survey the scene here, so I saw deposed Coach Tom Wood over in the corner, so we had a little quick chat.
What was his thoughts after 2?
I mean, he's just, he's kind of nervous just like he'd be if he was on the bench, and he just wants to see his team counterattack a little bit faster, and he's liking all the power plays they're getting, though, I'll tell you that much.
Sure. Tristan Caridi's shot deflects up into the netting. So just 18 seconds gone here in the third. Offensive zone draw coming for Stevenson.
The one thing I will say about the coaching staff at Stevenson, watch what they do on these face-offs. They're very creative. Coach Wood and his team really does some things to get guys loose on the face-offs. Very tough to play against.
Eddingen forced to just dump the puck deep for the Patriots. Now in transition comes Furton. Furton top of the circle shot. That one didn't miss the cage by much. Trickles out into the neutral zone where Cusick's got to play it across.
Those shots are dangerous. If you hit high and wide, it just creates a breakout pass for the other team there.
Here's Caridi with some space. He skates wide around Rabinowitz. His shot. I think it was headed for the back of the net. Schmidt just got enough of it to keep it out. Here's Finger. Here, we're going to get a penalty against Stevenson. Interference, the call against Myers. So an early power play opportunity for the Trevians.
Yeah, you had to figure that the calls might start going the way of New Trier Green. First few power play opportunities were given to Stevenson there. Good job there by Finger. Just a little soft dump into the zone and trying to chase down his own puck. And Stevenson forced to interfere with them. And now New Trier is really their first power play of the hockey game.
Face-off draw to come to the left of Smoller, who's A very nice night in net so far. We talked about the one that he'd probably want back, but other than that, really kept his team in the game. New Trier's had some grade A opportunities. Here's Cusick just able to keep the puck in the zone. Chesson top of the circle. Cross ice, but it was behind Douthit. Back up top, Cusick. Across to Chesson. All the way across to Douthit. See how packed in the Patriots are. Douthit looking for a lane. He shoots. Deflects in front. Never got all the way through.
Yeah, they've got Hennigan down there. Big body trying to cause some traffic in front.
Douthit back up to Cusick. Top of the circle, Douthit. Cross ice. It hit the skate of O'Gradney. Or Chesson was waiting on the back door wide open. Chesson around the back of the net. Looking for a crease. 1:20 to go on the power play. Gets it to Cusick, far point. Cheeky pass right back to Chesson along the far wall. Mendelson steps in the way of that and clears it. So a lot of action there on the perimeter. Jerry
Right.
not able to get much to the front.
Yeah, and there we see it with Stevenson. They are very aggressive on the forecheck here on the penalty kill. They're trying to get teams off schedule, trying to get them to rush the puck up from their own zone, and that just eats up clock.
Cusick gives to Snow, but immediately getting pressure with Schultz. Snow skates around two men, comes up the slot. Eventually it's Harlow that steps in the way and kicks it to the corner, and cleared. 44 to go on the power play.
And look at Lermer, just all over Cusick. Oh!
That's got to be, no, it missed everybody.
They didn't touch it. They didn't touch it, and instead, a break for Green because that went right in on the goaltender on the delayed offside, so that's going to come all the way back out to the neutral zone here.
Jeremy, there were about 10 bodies on the ice in front of New Trier's bench. I have no idea how that puck missed the ball.
Well, that was a heady play by all those players there as they just got their sticks and feet out of the way, so make sure that they didn't touch the puck at all. And actually, that's going to go all the way back into the zone, and Coach Wood is asking for a clarification here. He thought it should be out in the neutral zone.
Yeager's trying to play it forward immediately. Gets kicked to the opposite side. Harlow able to clear it. Now shorthanded. Yeager's wide open below the goal. Gets it to the front of the net. But Cusick just in the nick of time steers it aside.
Oh.
Yeager's picks the pocket. Shorthanded again. Here's Harlow. Shoots. Fluttering puck. And Schmidt just had to knock that one down.
Oh, that was a bad pass. They had a 3-on-1 developing because Yeagers, Harlow, and Brown were all up in the offensive zone here, shorthanded.
Here's Smith's side on that sharp angle. Oh, looked like it went in.
I thought it did for a second, Max.
Back of the net. Was getting ready to call a goal here to make it 4-2 New Trier, but we'll play on. And we get an extra puck that falls down from the roof.
Oh, puck had babies.
New Trier student section having some fun.
Yeah, well, they've shifted. They were down at the, what do we call it, south end of the rink
We'll see if
at the beginning of this one, and now they've moved down to the north end of the rink.
They want to be in the ear of Smoller.
Yeah, that's exactly what they want. That is exactly what they want.
Neutral zone draw from Yurkov, tied up. Eventually Brown's able to get it and dump it into the offensive zone.
Good penalty kill there by Stevenson. Game could have gotten away from him with a goal by Green there.
Really controlled most of that power play, too. Or penalty kill, I should say. Here's Furton, drop past the Finger. Finger running out of options, so he's just got to drop it low, and that's cleared. Missing Yurkov. That gets far enough, it'll be an icing. No, icing wave just at the last second.
Oh.
And we're going to get a penalty as a trip's going to go against the Patriots here. They're going to head right back to the penalty kill.
I tell you what, Coach Cheris was a little up in arms about no icing call there, but it worked out in his favor because they were able to pick up a loose puck and then draw a penalty. So they got the better end of that situation. You can see it right here from behind, just a little bit too active on the stick, got right into the skates there of the Green player.
As our former broadcast friend Taylor Ramlet likes to say, if you looked up tripping in the dictionary, that would be the call right there. Here's Chesson at the blue line, leaves for Cusick, just keeps it in the zone. Douth at top of the near circle, cross ice to Chesson. He can't control the hot pass, and Kulik's able to clear.
Stevenson doing a good job of pushing the puck up top right now. They're trying to work it down low, look for a cross ice kind of one-timer or maybe something into the slot, but they're doing a good job of pushing the puck up high. Oh, that could have been another one. He got hooked there for sure.
Absolutely looking for another penalty. Doesn't get one. A shot from Cusick. Easy glove. No, I shouldn't say easy glove save for Smoller. Not sure he realized he had it in his glove.
He was totally looking behind himself there for a second. No traffic in front of the net, so he got a good look at it.
A shot from Cusick, and everybody knows that look from a goaltender. Not sure what he wasn't confident about there. 1:27 remaining on this power play for New Trier.
Watch Chesson out here because he lines up on his left side, so he's not in a one-timer spot. He's more of a playmaker on the power play.
And now it's the Patriots centerman that gets tossed out. He's not happy about it, has another word with the linesman. Face off one, here's Chesson high slot, leaves it for Douthit. Across to Cusick. Puck just chips over his stick, centering shot. Falls to Douthit, bluffs the shot, pulls to his backhand, his forehand, shoots. Sprawling block from Mendelson. Douthit gets it back, centering Snow. Snow shoots. Smoller with a save, trying to drop his glove on it. He does, and huge commotion after the play. Now Smoller, a little bit slow to get up here.
Yeah, he may have been clipped a little bit as those players are pushing and shoving.
And Smoller with all the starts here in the postseason and was the primary goaltender. Backup is Justin Alter. It looks like Smoller's going to be all right.
Douthit had just a little too much time right there in the slot. Was able to have the Stevenson player get back in position to get the block.
Here's Kitchell Snow. Cusick's shot again blocked by O'Gradney up into the netting. And with 52 to go on the power play, offensive zone draw for New Trier.
Cusick's got to go side to side just a little bit there. He's just working north to south, able to let O'Gradney get right in the shooting lane.
Douthit trying to get the puck off the draw, locks up the stick of Wu. Wu takes a big whack at Douthit. And again, able to get the puck up to Chesson, top of the circle. Douthit opposite circle.
He's got a one-time
back up to Cusick. Now far circle, Chesson. Jeremy, to your point, just passing up on good shooting lanes here with 30 to go on the power play. Cusick shot a little wide, came to Snow, but he couldn't get a shot on net. Lermer battling. He gets it to his forehand and back up to the neutral zone.
Gonna have to hurry here to try to get one more chance.
Looking for another penalty. We're going to get one. So 5-on-3 for 15 seconds off that trip. And we saw that this Stevenson team can get loose with the hands. It's why Tom Wood's not coaching today's game. He got a game suspension for more than 12 minor penalties in a game in the quarterfinal game. And Stevenson putting themselves behind the 8 ball here, already trailing by 1, and 5-on-3, they've got to kill.
Yeah, that was right in front of head coach Dan Wood, but like everyone else here in the arena, I think he agreed that was a good call, just an easy one to make there. And
now you could argue the biggest face-off of the game coming right here for Stevenson.
Yeah, I'm sure they're going to try to press here to even get a goal with this 15 seconds because then they'll get us another power play.
Here's Nolan's shot, knocked down that side of the net and cleared by Harlow.
They've got to get more puck movement. Stevenson is able to just set up shop and block these shots. You got to get the puck moving side to side to get these guys moving so they're out of the shooting lanes.
First penalty over, minute 38 of 5-on-4 now for the Trevians. Miller below the goal, leaves it for Cheris.
Cheris looking for somebody.
Yeah, Smith and Cusick were both in the same spot, neither at a point. Smith now going to carry it below the goal. Centering pass, back door, almost a chance. Now we're going to get tripping back the other way. Aiden Nolan going to be the guilty party for the Trevians. That will negate the last minute 14 of the power play. It's a 4-on-4 action coming.
Yeah, that is just self-defeating right there for New Trier Green because they had good chances. They weren't able to get to work the puck into the slot area. They tried to center it out front, but everyone had just gone down low. They had no net front presence there. And that's how they were able to get the turnover and then the tripping back the other direction.
One of the goals on the night for Stevenson coming during the 4-on-4, all the way back in the first period.
Our photographer friend really pulling out all the stops over there. He's got the step ladder, the helmet.
He's locked in over there. That's a Chicago Tribune photog, getting some great shots of the action here from the edge. And the Trevians clear it out. That's going to be an icing against Wolf. So Stevenson going to get the benefit of an offensive zone draw 4-on-4.
Yeah, that's a coach's nightmare right there. Just, you got to be aware of the situation. It's 4-on-4.
Shot from Randall, deflects up into the netting. And Jeremy, just shaking your head. It's the same thing over and over. You talked about early in the period. Stevenson just getting the shooting lanes.
Yeah, but why does Randall have to dust the puck there? He takes 2 extra moves with his stick. He has it right on there. It's clean. Just rip the puck. He got traffic in front of the net. You don't have to make that little extra move. And that's really the difference between shots on goal and block shots that are up in the rafters.
Do apologize if you're tuning in live with us. Bit of a technical difficulty there with a power surge here at the broadcast area. A lot of equipment here. Great technical director Jimmy the Wiz Olsen was all over it. Got us back up very quickly. We've got a lot of equipment up here. Joe DeGrand, our technical engineer, assisting as well. So sorry about that. But we're bringing you some big-time equipment over here. We get a whistle. Offsides the call with 7:24 remaining in the third.
Yeah, you can hear the coach is a little upset with Randall there.
Guys down here on the neutral bench, you hear everything deep, deep, deep. As soon as they gain that red line, they're trying to get that puck in deep, force the Patriots to go full 200 feet to get that tying goal here.
That's our goaltender correspondent down on ice level, Wes Anderson. We're battling through some technical difficulties in that first 2 periods, but we've got him back online down there on the bench. And this 1-goal game in the state semifinals, we'll certainly be leaning on him the rest of the way. Turnover from Cheris as Harmon had trouble getting the puck out. Harmon trying to make up for it in the corner. He's got some help from Pareto, who's able to play it out of the zone. Wojdelko with some space along the right wing.
Good step up there.
He tried to avoid the check from Randall, but Randall was all over it. Smith chips around one man another, but goal here in the last 5 and change, or they're going home, and the Trevians are heading to the United Center.
That's what New Trier wants, a little dump in, get it deep, get a line change.
Eddingen plays it forward. Schmidt's going to play on as he gives to Cusick, and McAdams chips it out of the zone. Burton with some speed. Good stick by Smoller. Just in the nick of time. Caridi off the boards, trying to find Schultz at the center ice line, but he couldn't play it forward. And really, Jeremy, this period being controlled by the #1 team in the state. They are giving Stevenson no openings right now.
Yeah, when they get that puck in deep, they're very efficient. They can forecheck, they can create turnovers just like that.
And the Trevians just suffocating, not giving any breakout. Yeagers just has to turn it over in the neutral zone just to make sure it gets out of his own zone.
Now you've got Wolf forechecking. You don't want him to go behind the net.
Harlow up to Schultz. Schultz with a little bit of breathing room. He's got Caridi to his right. He tries to get it to him, but deflected away, and Wolf quickly out. Here's Miller. Miller, high slot, shoots. Active stick from Myers. Steers it up high. Puck settles on the back of the net, so we'll get a whistle and an offensive zone draw for the Trevians.
All New Trier is trying to do here is just melt away seconds on the clock. Every time they dump that puck in, you got to figure that's 8 to 10 seconds for them to go and retrieve it, get it back out of the zone, and start a rush. So it's just a numbers game here for New Trier. I mean, they'll take a scoring chance if they got it, but priorities come first, and that's getting the puck in deep.
Zach Myers takes a big check, but has to get up to his feet. No penalty call. Centering pass. David Wolf on the doorstep. Couldn't get a shot off. Randall drops it below. Wolf collects. Backhanded pass finds Nolan. Jason wants it up at the point. Not able to get it to him. That's cleared by O'Gradney. Now right in front of the Stevenson bench. Under 4 minutes to go. We'll start to keep an eye on that goal of Stevenson. Looked like that puck actually hit somebody in the bench area of New Trier, but we'll play on. Stevenson a little bit slow in the change, but not able to play it forward in time as Hennigan.
Wes is getting yelled deep, deep, deep right in his ear over there on that New Trier bench.
Here's a shot well wide of the goal. If you're wondering why I haven't heard as much from Wes, he's using some editorial choices as Yeagers has his angle cut off, and he takes a check. And it's been a frustrating night for the top point scorer in the state of Illinois. So dominant all season long, but the Trevians have come with a plan.
Tell you what, there's not a lot of guys that'll get up from a check like that either.
Chesson absorbing hit after hit forward, eventually loses the puck to the aforementioned Davis Jaegers, but Jessen immediately over him and takes the puck back. Just been masterful defensive work all night long. Oh, we got a delayed penalty.
No, I think they were trying to pull him there. And Coach Dan Woods sent him right back. I was looking for an arm up, and there wasn't any.
Trickles into Smoller's glove. So with 2:45 to go.
Guys, down here on the neutral bench, and about a minute ago, head coach Adam Cheris looked down at his decor and said, "Go win the game," not taking any risk on the offensive end here with about 3 minutes left.
Hey, Wes, if they shorten things up over there, is everyone just kind of rolling full bore?
Looks like they're still rolling full board. I think they have the trust in all four lines, all three D pairings to really get the job done. So all hands on deck here with 2:45 left.
You've talked about the luxury of New Trier. Probably more than any other team in the state has that depth to rely up and down their lineup.
Yeah, definitely. They're just not a checking line. They can put pucks in the back of the net, too.
In case you're just joining us, a big storyline in this game has been Dylan Jate went down with an injury early in the first period. He has not returned. We don't expect him to in this game. We wish him the best, but that has been a crucial missing piece here throughout most of this game for Stevenson.
It's kind of an ill-advised centering pass there by Smith. Almost sends Stevenson back the other way.
Wojdelko quickly up to Brown along the near wall. Brown skating with it. Centering pass. Had some space, but no one there for the Patriots.
Tell you as a coach, every time that puck comes into your zone when you've got a lead, you just start to really grip and bite your fingernails just a little bit.
Harmon carries in, trying to drop it to Wojdelko. He's got his stick tied up again, taken away. Here's McAdams on a breakaway. McAdams has his stick lifted. What a play by Will Harlow at the last moment, preventing an easy breakaway opportunity for McAdams.
I tell you what, Harlow continues to impress me. I mean, this kid just sells out there, and look what he does, too. He recognizes that McAdams is a left-handed shot, so instead of getting his stick on the right side of the player, which could have led to a hook, he comes all the way around, gets his stick around the opposite side, able to get a nice stick lift. That's just good, smart hockey there by Harlow.
And Dan Wood's going to take his time out here with 1:45 to go in the third period.
I mean, Max, the one thing about this is, as a coach, you always hate when you have to take a timeout.
Oh, what's up, Coach?
You always hate to have to take a timeout when the puck is in your own end. I mean, ideally, you want to get the goalie out. You want to get a face-off down in the offensive zone. But in this situation, 1:45 left, you don't know if there's going to be another stoppage in this hockey game, so you got to take it now.
And he had Harlow as captain, his leader, the best leader he's had in the history of the program, gassed, right? He gave everything he could to back-check that breakaway opportunity. So he had to give his star captain a break there. To your point, you don't know if you're going to get another opportunity,
right?
And you got to keep Harlow out on the ice.
Yeah, I mean, right now, the message over on the New Trier bench, I'm sure Wes can attest to this, is you got 1:45 left to get to the United Center. Just go do whatever it takes to get the job done, get the pucks in deep, eat pucks whenever you need to, and take away the shooting lanes.
Yeah, guys, Coach Adam Cheris over here, very calm, just letting his boys know what the job needs to be done. Rather defensive and his address to the team, but a lot of confidence here on the Trevien bench.
1:45 to go. A trip to the United Center on the line for one of these two teams. For Stevenson, going to be back-to-back state championships. Here's McAdams in the slot. His shot turned aside. And crucial seconds occupying here in the offensive zone for the Trevians.
Don't want to get caught down low.
Stevenson won that state championship right here on this ice at the Edge in Bensonville last March. They want to go win one on the big ice. Meanwhile, the Trevians looking to reassert dominance here in the state of Illinois to head back to the United Center. 1:15 to go. Caridi can't control at the blue line, so Smoller's got to stay in his net. Trying to get it up to Jaegers. Finally, Caridi's shot steered wide. Dan Woods calling for Smoller now. Sixth attacker heading out. Bad timing for the Patriots, but fortunate as this misses everybody. Will it reach icing? It will not. Here's a centering chance. A shot from Chesson. Oh, knocked out of the way by Schultz.
Shocker, another blocked shot.
Now they're scrambling, trying to win the puck back with an empty net. They score! Butler Chesson's backhanded shot is going to send the Trevians to the United Center. The defense of the Patriots did everything they could with an empty net to give themselves one more chance up the ice. It wasn't to be, and with 44 to go, the Trevians take a 4-2 lead.
Well, I tell you what, you never really want your guys to goal suck, as we call it as coaches. And that's kind of what they were doing there, but they were able to keep the pressure on, and they forced a turnover. And you see right there in front, the first block shot, and then Chesson stayed right there with and was able to backhand it home.
So New Trier 44 seconds away from punching that ticket. Of course, game 2 coming up here in just a few minutes. York and Loyola will take battle for that second United Center slot. Final 30 seconds here. Now Schultz side of the, Kulik side of the net. He shoots sharp angle, and Schmidt, who frankly not a very busy third period considering he had a 1-goal lead the entire time, cleanly gloves that one.
Yeah, I mean, I would say, for the most part of this hockey game, with the exception of a couple man advantages for Stevenson, he's had light work out there. I mean, the goals came early for the Patriots in this hockey game. One was in the second period with that wraparound by Harlow, but they really locked things down defensively as New Trier and really shut the door here on Stevenson with any good scoring chances.
Face off one, Harlow shoots, blocked in front, centering pass, but couldn't get to the front. It was Lermer. Mendelson giving pressure, that's cleared. That's going to just about do it. Smoller plays it across to Harmon. The Trevian faithful can feel it. They come to their feet in the waning seconds of this third period. Wu, one final shot. That's well wide. 2-1. The Trevians are heading back to the United Center. 4-2 winners in semifinal number 1.
Well, congratulations to New Trier, and what a run there by Stevenson. Got to give that team credit. Big championship win last year and a nice run again this year, and they gave New Trier all they could handle in this game. Really a 1-goal game with that empty netter to make it a 4-2 final.
Can't say enough about the Stevenson Patriots team. They won a state championship last year, returned 12 players to this year's team, including a really historic group of seniors that led them since they were freshmen. And what a mark they've left on this Stevenson Patriots hockey program. Talk about leaving a program better than you found it. This group of seniors, there's no question.
Yeah, definitely. You can see there Harlow with Coach Wood over there. Definitely some emotions start to chime in. Every time these teams get knocked out, you feel for all these guys that put in all the effort. I mean, it's a long high school hockey season here in Illinois. In Michigan and Minnesota, they get later starts. I mean, we've been going at it since September. So, right at the end of summer, these guys get after it. And, 6 months later, they're leaving it all on the ice right now.
These two teams have done battle so many times this season, years past. Of course, Adam Cheris, in just his first season as New Trier's head coach, has navigated an SHL season, an SHL playoff, and now a state semifinal to get his Trevians back to the United Center.
Yeah, I really can't say enough about the job that Adam has done here this season. Replacing a legend like Bob Melton here in New Trier, who's had multiple state championships, and for him to get his team back to the state final in his first season, what an accomplishment. I think we got Wes down there on the ice level.
We're going to send it down to the ice where Wes is standing by with New Trier's Aiden Nolan. Wes, go ahead.
Thanks, guys. Aiden, golden assist tonight. Just talk about what it means to contribute to your team like this with a state championship appearance on the line.
Yeah, it's big, all the seniors, all the juniors, all the sophomores, we've been working all season for this, so to go to UC really means a lot. We got SHL hopefully coming up during the week, and then over the weekend we'll have state championship.
It looks like you can barely get your breath. Yeah. Tell me what it would mean to bring another championship to New Trier, this historic program.
It'd be huge. We have so much pressure on us every year to perform. We're always the top seed. Last couple of years haven't been doing the best, but this year we have pressure to bring it back, and we will.
Congratulations. Go enjoy it with your teammates.
Thank you so much.
Forecasting a little bit there, Jeremy, saying that they're going to get a win. I don't know. They're going to take a tough test from one of these two teams in York or Loyola. I know Wes is still loitering down there on the ice, wants to catch up with Adam Cheris before he leaves the ice. But, Jeremy, for this New Trier team, Aiden Nolan talked about the pressure they feel year in, year out. They were the number 1 team in the state. They carried the number 1 ranking all the way through. They punched their ticket to the United Center.
Yeah, I mean, definitely that weight was on their shoulders there, and I'll let Wes take it over with Coach Charis right quick.
Wes.
Thanks, guys. Coach, you guys were able to erase 2 different leads, score 3 unanswered goals. Just talk about the resilience of this team.
It's been there all year. It's something that we really love about this team. They get down in a game, they battle back. There's a game against Viator early in the season. We're down 3 goals. We come back. There's Loyola last week. You know, they come back and tie it up. You think your team be heartbroken. I'm looking at my bench, and they're like, we're good. We're good. It's a great attitude, great mentality. They know they can always climb back in a game.
You talk about all these emotions, all these games. How do you reset and focus in for the 19th?
Been watching a lot of tape. I watched tape for 3 days about Stevenson. I'm telling you, I knew they had a great power play. I'm like, stay out of the box. But our staff does a real good job of reviewing tape, really getting into that. We're going to be doing the same for whoever wins this game. Got 2 great teams coming out. It's going to be a great final at the UC, though.
Okay, congrats, Coach.
Thanks, Wes. Great to see you, buddy.
Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Wes. Appreciate your hard work down on the ice here as we wrap up Game 1. Don't go anywhere, folks. For Game 2, switch over to the other link that you'll find on the SHL Network channel. But that will do it for us here. Final thoughts, Jeremy.
Well, you know, congratulations to New Trier. They really bared the weight of that monkey that was on their back all season long, because they were the favorites in that hockey game, and you know, all season long they were able to get the job done. Stevenson was game throughout, and for a team that's a defending champs, they're not going to go down easy. They gave it all they had. They had the lead twice in this hockey game. Kudos to New Trier for battling back, and congratulations to Coach Charis getting to the UC in his first season.
That will do it. We'll got Game 2 coming up here in just a couple of minutes. Switch over to that other link. We'll be live in about 10 minutes. But always got to thank our great staff here on J&M Media. Of course, our camera crew, Matt Freeman, Joel Schneider, and Dylan Ward down in the corner with the camera duties. Our engineering staff, Jimmy Olson, Joe DeGrand, getting it done with all the great technical work on the broadcast. Wes Anderson down on ice level. I've got Jeremy Ellis to my right. I am Max Anderson. Thank you so much for tuning in for this Game 1 semifinal. Flip over to that other link. We'll talk to you in just a couple of minutes right here on your home for AHAI Hockey YouTube Live.